Come on in and enjoy the sun with me. It empowers me, it lifts me up. And that's exactly what I want to do with you, Black woman, is lift you up. Hi, I'm Abena. I'm a vegan and plant-based lifestyle coach. And I say welcome back to our discussion on plant-based empowerment for Black women. Yes, plant-based empowerment for Black women. This video is second in a three-part series designed to give you some tips, give you some tools to aid in your journey, to your exploration, to your deep dive into plant-based and vegan living. So the topic for today is transformation. Let me give you a little bit of a recap. So in the first video, we talked about opportunities that can open up for you via plant-based living, such as a decrease in blood pressure. Lowering your blood pressure would definitely be considered a win, right? Overall better health. Whatever you decide, you can definitely go for it. I encourage you to. Do you remember, Amel? If you caught that first video, I talked about my client, Amel. She released some anxieties she had about being plant-based. She experienced a brand new vegan restaurant with her grandma for the very first time. And now she sees what a bigger impact this can have on her life, on her family. And even she talked about, communicated with me how she felt like it would be impactful for the community by her going plant-based. Who knew what a trip to one restaurant would do, right? And delving into vegan and plant-based tips and topics, as she was a client of mine and I coached her, was definitely a win for her. So way to go, Amel, way to go. And I really appreciate all of you that have watched my video and commented on any emails that I've sent you. They really help me to hone in on what you desire in the space of plant-based and vegan lifestyle. So I just want to say thank you. And please continue, leave a comment, a word or a phrase. That would be very helpful, very, very helpful. So let's take a deep dive, shall we? What are we talking about when we say transformation? Well, transformation is a dramatic change in form or appearance, right? So when I think of transformation, I think of that butterfly, right? I was walking yesterday and I saw a caterpillar on the ground. And I thought to myself, wow, this little caterpillar could very well turn into a butterfly, right? So you go from walking on the ground to flying everywhere. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful transformational piece that is. Can you imagine applying that to your own life? Looking completely different, even though the essence is there, looking completely different than you looked before. I want you to meet a client of mine, Miss S. This client loved mac and cheese, y'all. Did I say love with a capital L? She loved mac and cheese. Just to give you a demonstration of what transformation can really do for you, right? So she wanted to change to a plant-based version of mac and cheese. So she tried a restaurant. It didn't really float a boat, right? So I says, well, let's try a different spot. And she did. We went together. We took another client of mine. We all went together and we enjoyed ourselves. So we had the camaraderie going. But more importantly, through encouraging her through my coaching, I was able to introduce her to plant-based mac and cheese that she really, really liked. I mean, she was so happy, y'all. You would not believe the grin on her face. It was from ear to ear. She was smiling so big. She was so happy about this find. This experience triggered her curiosity and it inspired her to explore even more healthy eating options. So it positively led to impacting her health and even her son's health, right? What a wonderful thing to do to transform your health. And as we talk about transformations, I want to share with you what I call my pull and put method. My pull and put method is taking something out of your cabinet, say like salt, and putting back something that's more in line with your health goals, shall we say. Like in my case, I love garlic. Now, what's important about that? It's a small change, right? But it can lead to big transformations. Why? Because many of us suffer from high blood pressure, right? And one of the things that lead to high blood pressure is heavy sodium, heavy salt intake. So if you don't have it in your house and you take it out of your cupboard, at least hide it, right? Because that way, if you do, then it's not so readily available. You keep things that you like readily available, like your garlic, your ginger, um, your curry powder, your red pepper, things that you really, really like that are healthy for you, that don't contribute to any type of ailment that you may have, right? So that's just one example of many, the way you can begin to transform your kitchen and ultimately transform your dietary change towards plant-based living, right? Now you may say, well, Abena, that's easy for you to say. You've been in vegan and plant-based space for 44 years. Well, I often get the question, what if it doesn't taste good? Well, my client, Miss S, she thought that, right? But she didn't give up. You will never know if something tastes good if you don't try it, right? And if you try it and you're on to something new, it could very well be good for you. And the positive impacts on that could be for months and years to come. So the real question to ask is, what if it does taste good? What if I do like it? And I can be more healthy in the process, right? Another thing I want to share with you is in terms of thoughts that are going on in your head. A lot of people ask, well, where will I get my protein? Did you know that okay. Did you know that nuts, seeds, grains, and even many green vegetables are packed full of protein? Yes. So you don't have to worry about building strong muscles and repairing your body, which is a few of the things that protein does in your system, right? You could have very, very many options in terms of protein, right? That would give you what you needed to be healthy, to be have your protein levels at where they should be so that you can keep your health intact, right? And let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever seen a weak elephant, a weak rhinoceros, a weak gorilla? No, you haven't, right? Especially those are in the wild. And guess what? They all eat a plant-based diet. Shocker, right? So if they can, guess what? You can too. They're all plant-based. And they're as strong as all get out. So we're wrapping up here, and I want to give you a little tease to encourage you on this empowerment of plant-based journey for Black women, right? In the first video, and I hope you caught it. If you didn't, please do look at it. It's a short one, just like this one. I mentioned to you that I lost weight. Well, in the third video, I'm going to tell you some tips to encourage you to lose weight. I lost 22 pounds, as a matter of fact. If losing weight is important to you, important to your family even, I encourage you to watch the upcoming video 3. It's going to share with you some things that you and your loved ones can take to heart and maybe even put into practice for yourself. So what I'd like for you to do for me as I close is I would like for you to go to the comments section and give me a phrase, give me a word, say something that lets me know that you're thinking about some of the things that I shared with you in the video, that you're maybe wanting to try some of the things that I shared in the video. Okay? So we'll see you next time. And I so appreciate you being here. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. And I'll see you next time. Take care.